حسن التأمل بالإله وصال كالجمال يرى ويطلب نبعه كالقرب حين دعاء أم تداعب طفلها وتضمه أملا كما حاجاتنا منا إليك نريد يا
If you're a student, and especially a university student, and you are having a hard time writing essays and using ChatGPT, but then you're afraid that you will get caught, then stop right here, because I have a really nice solution for you. I'm going to introduce you Passme AI. Passme AI can effectively rewrite AI-generated content, making it difficult to be detected and often exhibiting characteristics of human writing. The content remains its original meaning while ensuring a high degree of originality and guaranteeing non-plagiarism. And furthermore, Passme AI supports bypassing nearly by all AI detectors, which includes GPT-0, Originality AI, Turnitin, Zero GPT, and etc. Finally, Passme AI enables users to utilize their built-in AI checker to assess the AI index of the content they generate, consistently showing 100% human-written results. And the best part is, it is free to start. For more information, make sure to check out the link below in the description box. Thanks Passme AI for sponsoring this portion of the video. Good morning guys, today is Wednesday and I'm on my way to my class. It's going to be in a different campus. My class is from 10 till 1 p.m. and from there I want to do some little video shoot, but I'm going to take you guys along with me, so let's go. Go Judy, go Kate. Wait, it's now a serious game. Come on guys. Go. Oh yeah. Alright guys, I am done with my class and right now I am heading to create some content. By the way, I had lunch and I completely forgot to film that. I just brought like some food with me and I had that, and now I'm gonna create some content. I brought my camera and my huge tripod because I want to create like cinematical type of content. But let's see, I'm at this very interesting area of London. I don't know what kind of like area I'm at, but the buildings look very nice, so let's see if I can come up with something. I took out my tripod and my DSLR camera in the streets of London, and without any fear or anxiety, I just started filming. And I'm proud of myself, and therefore I got myself a cappuccino to just celebrate me coming out of my comfort zone. This is not just any comfort zone. One of my biggest fears was to just film in public, not with my little camera, my DJI, but literally with my DSLR and a huge tripod. But you know what? Everything is just in our mind. It's just inside our brain, and that's what I noticed. Right now I'm talking to a camera, and I do know that people think I'm crazy. But and I'm a little anxious if you can't tell, but it's just, you have to do it someday, so why not it be today, right? Because if you're gonna do it anyway, then just do it now and come over it, you know. But I found this cute little coffee shop in the Great Portland Street. I don't know if that's the name of this area, but that's the closest station to this area, and it's called Alex. The coffee shop is called Alex. It's very small, as you saw, and it's very cute. I ordered myself a cappuccino, and I don't know, I just love the vibes today. I had a very productive lesson, classes, and then I prayed Dhuhr at a beautiful place. And I was like, you know what? It's the perfect day to just do something completely out of my comfort zone, completely out of my own nature that I created for myself. Just like I said, everything is just in our mind, you guys. Before doing that thing, we overthink it a lot. We just like get scared to do it because everything is in our mind. We make it bigger, bigger, and bigger. But when you truly like put the first step to do it, you will understand that it is actually, it's nothing. It's literally, it was just all in your mind. But anyways, a lot of people are passing and they're looking at me. No problem. But the coffee is so good. Oh my god, I loved it. So I'm gonna spend some time here. The weather is nice. It's like perfect weather to wear this kind of coat. So I want this to be your sign to just do that thing that you're scared to do. Whatever it is, whether it is just going out on a coffee date by yourself, filming yourself in public, I don't know, talking to someone that you're scared to talk to, like just go and do it, because everything is just in your mind, and all you have to do is to just make the first step. So a little therapy session by me. I'm not a professional, just so you know. Alo. Çok güzel olmuş videonuz, her zamanki gibi. Of course. Bensiz. Of course. Alright guys, I am back home, alhamdulillah, and I just prayed Asr, and I was about to do my like afternoon sort of evening adhkar, and so earlier I watched a reel about the explanation, wow, English, the explanation of why Allah created, or how Allah created the heavens and the earth in 6 days, because if he wanted to, he could have just said be, and it all would have just happened at that moment, because it's easy for him, obviously. But no, he decided to create all of them in 6 days. So after Asr, suddenly just an idea came to my mind, and I was just thinking about it, and just like the way Allah created the heavens and the earth, like the universe, in 6 days, instead of just saying be and it would have been created at that moment by Allah, our du'as for him is like that as well. You know, whatever dua we make for him, whether it is moving to another country, studying university, marrying, I don't know, becoming rich, or anything, whatever dua we make for him, it is easy for him. We have full faith that the moment he says be, it will be. For example, whatever dua I just made after Asr, it's easy for Allah. He can say be right now and it would happen, right? But he's not saying that. Just like the way he didn't say be to the creation of the universe, but instead he created the universe in 6 days. Why? We don't know the reason. It's Allah. He wanted it that way, and it happened that way. He knows what we know not. And just like that, the exception of our du'as are also what he knows and we know not. If he wants, he can just say be right now. It's gonna happen. I'm 100% sure. I mean, for example, I want to have a plate of kebab right now in front of me. It's easy for him. The moment he says be, that kebab will come here, because he did it for Maryam alayhi salam, right? She never used to come out of her house, but Allah used to send her food from the heavens, right? So it's easy for him. He can say be and the plate of kebab can come in front of me. But he's not saying that because he knows what we know not. And another thing about Allah is that, for example, he accepted my dua of studying abroad, right? He accepted this. And I used to be like, yeah, Allah, make me move to London successfully and blah, blah, blah. And now I'm here in London. He knew this. He already knew this, right? He knows the future. But what I want to focus on is the fact that he also knows what didn't happen. I could have just stayed in Istanbul. This all could have not worked out. Maybe I could have get rejected from my visa, or the university wouldn't accept me. He also knows what didn't happen. He also knows what will happen. And he also knew what already happened. So we should also think about it as well, because it's Allah we're talking about, you guys. So anyways, back to the beginning, the topic that I was talking about. He could have said be, and the whole universe would have come together in just a couple seconds instead of 6 days, right? But he didn't, because he knows what we know not. And the same exact thing applies to our du'as. He can just say be for every dua, every affair of us. He can say be for all of them. And it's gonna happen in less than seconds, right? But no, he's not saying be, because he knows what we know not, right? So we should just completely have faith in him, first of all, subhanahu wa ta'ala, and then in our du'as. We should make our du'as wholeheartedly. And I'm just reminding this myself, okay? Because I don't know, sometimes I just feel like I'm making the same du'as on and on and on and nothing is happening. But it's Allah we're talking about. And the best thing we can do is just be patient and have beautiful trust in him. So yeah, that's a little contemplation right there. But anyways, I just prayed Asr, and then after this I'm gonna go and make myself some food, because for lunch I had something very light. And yeah, that's a little update. Please do ignore my hijab and my pimple. It's almost that time of the month for me, so yeah. But so I am about to make myself some nuggets, and they are halal, just so you know. I'm just prepping some lunch for tomorrow, because I do have class tomorrow, and I want to do like chicken nugget sandwich. I mean chicken nugget wrap, because I used to do these a lot last semester, like in the first semester, and they used to taste really good. I have lettuce, I have ranch sauce, I have tortilla. So all I have to do is just make some chicken nuggets. I mean, they are already ready, wow. They're frosted. All I have to do is to just put them in the oven for 12 minutes and it's good to go. And again, ignore my appearance. Alright guys, it is right now almost 12 a.m. and I think the last time I filmed was when I was eating, and then oh no, sorry, it was the nuggets, right? Yeah, it was nuggets. And then after that I filmed the tafakkur session for this video, and I replied to some emails, and then I just procrastinated, you guys. I just could not help but procrastinate, so that's why I'm going to bed a little late. There's no problem. I'm gonna read like 2 pages of this book, because I promised myself that every day I will read at least a page of book. So I'm gonna read these 2 pages. By the way, this book is amazing. It's called In the Early Hours by Khurram Murad. I hope that's how you pronounce his name. So check it out if you want to, improve as a Muslim. So yeah, I think I'm going to end this vlog here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Personally, I enjoyed filming this vlog and coming out of my comfort zone, filming in public with my huge DSLR camera and its huge tripod. But it was a good experience. Thank you so much for watching, and now it is tabarruk session time. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله الذي هدانا لهذا وما كنا لنهتدي لولا أن هدانا الله والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا ونبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين أما بعد Assalamu Alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to the third episode of the Ramadan special tafakkur sessions, getting to learn more of some really important Islamic figures. So in the first episode, we learned Khadija radiallahu anha, the second one was about Aisha radiallahu anha, and today is the third one. And I bet it is someone that you've probably not heard of before. If you have, then mashallah, I applause, because it means you truly do like some serious Islamic, researches. Because I personally just heard of her last weekend by a very dear friend of mine. Shout out to her if she's watching. Thank you so much. SubhanAllah, today we're going to learn about someone very honorable, very wise, intelligent, amazing personality. May peace be upon her. And basically we're going to learn about someone beautiful, inside and out. Even though there's not as much information about her life as Khadija or Aisha radiallahu anha's life, still, like, even from the little information about her life, you can get some real serious messages and lessons, because I personally did. So are you guys ready? Do you have any guesses? If you do, then pause and go and comment your guesses. But if you don't, then here I reveal her name. Today we're going to learn about no other than Sulaym radiallahu anha. She was one of the most devoted companions of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Though her real name is not Sulaym, her real name is Rumaysa bint Milhan. I hope that's how you pronounce the Milhan part. But she was named as Sulaym radiallahu anha. So let's get to learn about her. Sulaym radiallahu anha, whose full name was Rumaysa bint Milhan, was one of the most remarkable women of early Islam. She was known for her intelligence, strong faith, and resilience in the face of hardships. She played a vital role in the spread of Islam and was among the female companions of Prophet Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam. Sulaym radiallahu anha belonged to the Banu Najjar tribe of the Ansar. So the Ansar is residents of Medina. She was married to Malik ibn an-Nadr, and together they had a son named Anas ibn Malik radiallahu anh, who later became one of the closest companions of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. However, when Islam reached Medina, Sulaym immediately accepted the faith, which caused tension between her and her husband. So her husband was unfortunately not a believer. Malik ibn an-Nadr strongly opposed Islam and tried to prevent her from raising their son Anas as a Muslim. Eventually, he left Medina and was reportedly killed, leaving Sulaym as a widow. So this also means that Sulaym radiallahu anha was one of the earliest women to embrace Islam in Medina. Her deep understanding of faith and devotion to the religion was extraordinary. She was known for her strong belief in Allah and the hereafter, her wisdom, and her determination in raising her son as a true believer. When her husband died, she did not grieve excessively, but instead focused on strengthening her faith and raising Anas radiallahu anh as a righteous Muslim. She took him to the Prophet ﷺ and ordered him in service, saying, "O Messenger of Allah, Anas is my son, let him serve you." Subhanallah. This decision allowed Anas radiallahu anh to grow up under the care of Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. She's such a smart woman for doing that. Wow. I honestly have no words. My reaction was enough, I feel like, right? Yeah. Moving on. Becoming one of the greatest narrators of hadith. So Anas radiallahu anh was, he became one of the greatest narrators of hadith. After her husband's death, Sulaym radiallahu anha received a marriage proposal from Abu Talha al-Ansari, one of the wealthiest and most influential men in Medina. However, at that time, he was still a polytheist. She replied with one of the most famous and wise statements about marriage in Islamic history. So her reply is, "I cannot marry you because you are a disbeliever. But if you accept Islam, that will be my dowry, and I will not ask for anything else." Subhanallah. Again, I feel like a loser. Wallahi, guys, the more I learn about these strong Muslim women from the early ages of Islam, the more I feel like I'm doing nothing, honestly. Like, what am I even doing? Like, researching Islam, gaining knowledge is the bare minimum, you guys. It's literally the bare minimum when we get to learn about these beautiful women. May Allah be pleased with them. Allah is pleased with them, obviously, but like, peace be upon them. Abu Talha was deeply moved by her sincerity. He later accepted Islam wholeheartedly, and their marriage became one of the most blessed unions in Islam. Subhanallah. The Prophet ﷺ himself praised Sulaim's wisdom and faith as she prioritized religion over wealth. Subhanallah. By the way, before Abu Talha al-Ansari proposed her for marriage, a lot of men actually proposed her, obviously. However, she kindly rejected those men until it was Abu Talha al-Ansari's, proposal, which means she was also interested in him, but obviously Allah is better than marrying to a disbelieving man, even though you are interested in that man. So subhanallah, she could have just be like, she could have just prayed to Allah, Ya Allah, please guide him and make him mine. But not only I'm sure she prayed. So not only she prayed, but she also, like, subhanallah, look how brave she is. She also went and told him the reason why she cannot accept his proposal, because you're a disbeliever. However, if you become a believer, that's like the dowry I want from you, nothing else. Subhanallah. Wow, there's a beautiful lesson in this little incident of her. Sulaim radiallahu anha was not only a devoted mother and a wife, but also an active participant in Islamic battles. There we go. Again, not only successful in terms of marriage, but also successful in terms of her own self-improvement. Subhanallah. She accompanied the Prophet ﷺ and the companions during several military expeditions. She accompanied. That's what I just read. She accompanied. She didn't sat in her house and prayed for them and, said them motivational quotes. No, she joined them, accompanied them in the battles. So she accompanied the military expeditions, including the Battle of Uhud, in which she carried water for the wounded, treated injuries, and even carried a dagger for self-defense. Wow. When asked why she had daggers, she said, "If any enemy comes near me, I will use it to defend myself and the Muslims." And also she took part in Battle of Hunain. She was present with the Muslim army and actively contributed to supporting the fighters. Again, she did not sat back in Medina just praying for Allah to help, Prophet ﷺ and the Muslims, but she also went there actively supporting them, helping the wounded, and also taking a place in the fight. Her courage and unwavering dedication to Islam made her stand out among the female companions. One of the most heart-wrenching moments in Sulaim's life was when she lost her young son Abu Umair. So as a mother, she also went through loss of a child. One day, her husband Abu Talha radiallahu anh went out, and during his absence, their son passed away. Instead of breaking down, she showed incredible patience. She did not immediately tell Abu Talha when he returned home. Instead, she welcomed him warmly, prepared food for him, and allowed him to rest. After ensuring that he was calm, she gently told him, "O Abu Talha, if someone lends something to another and later asks for it back, should the borrower be sad?" Oh my gosh. That is such a beautiful way to share such a heartbreaking, probably one of the worst experiences both parents can go through. Like, that is such an intelligent, kind, and beautiful way to deliver that kind of news. Subhanallah, she truly is very intelligent. And Abu Talha replied, "No." She then said, "Then do not grieve, for Allah has taken back what He entrusted to us. Our son has passed away." Oh my Allah. Wow. I am sure right now, at this time, like during this time, may Allah obviously not make any, parent, any good parent go through this kind of situation. But if something like this happens to a mother or a father, they would collapse, which is understandable. I mean, losing your child, you would collapse, you would break down, and everyone would understand you, because it is understandable. It's normal to go through a breakdown after you lose your child for a couple days. But look how cold-blooded, if that's the right word, I think so, she was, how mature she was, and the way she delivered this tragic news to her husband is just mind-blowing, subhanallah. Have you noticed something common between Khadija, Aisha, and Sulaym radiallahu anhuma? All three of them, they were intelligent, wise, strong, outspoken, honest, brave, all this good stuff, right? They were those kind of women. May peace be upon them. And I feel like because of that, their marriage was also good. Like, look at the way they approached their husband. Like, because Khadija radiallahu anha was also this, like, very calm towards Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and just like that, he was also calm towards her. And Aisha radiallahu anha as well. Just like Sulaym, you know, all three of them, they're like, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but I feel like you guys can understand that truly a woman who only cares Allah's pleasure and who only lives for Allah's sake, they are successful in every aspect of their life. And because they only live for Allah's sake and for His pleasure, they are also mature in every aspect of their life. Whether they go through one of the worst tragedies, whether they go through one of the best ones, still, they remain same. They remain mature, they know how to react, because they're doing it for Allah, not for themselves. Like, let alone people, not even for themselves, they're just doing it for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And like, subhanallah, I don't know, I'm in awe of the way she shared this news to her husband. Wow, honestly, Abu Talha was deeply moved by her wisdom and patience. Of course he would, radiallahu anhu, because how is she so calm? Truly, Allah does not burden a soul beyond that it can bear. SubhanAllah. He went to the Prophet ﷺ and narrated the story. The Prophet ﷺ was so impressed by Sulaym's faith and patience that he made dua for them, and later Allah blessed them with another righteous child. What? This is the perfect example that when you go through a loss but not get sad from it, because it is from Allah, and whatever that is from Allah, it's nice, and you fully have faith in that reality, Allah will give you something better than what you have lost. Subhanallah. Like, her life is filled with signs and messages and lessons, and especially this particular story, it just blew my mind, you guys. Subhanallah. We should really look up to these women, y'all. Sulaym radiallahu anha was greatly respected by the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He would visit her house and even nap there because he found it peaceful. What? She would prepare food for him, and her house became a place where many companions gathered to learn from the Prophet ﷺ. She was also known for a beautiful dream she once had, where she saw something resembling light or a lamp coming from her home, which was interpreted as a sign of blessings and guidance in her family. Beautiful. Sulaym radiallahu anha passed away in the later years of Islam. She left behind an incredible legacy of faith, wisdom, courage, and devotion. Her son, Anas ibn Malik radiallahu anh, went on to become one of the most knowledgeable companions, narrating over 2,000 hadiths of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. SubhanAllah, from the connection and life of Sulaym and Sulaym radiallahu anha and Anas ibn Malik radiallahu anh, we can understand how important of a role a mother plays in their, obviously not only son, but daughters, generally in their children's life. The reason why Anas ibn Malik radiallahu anh was such a wise, intelligent man, and he narrated over 2,000 hadiths, is because the way he was raised. And who raised him? Obviously not his dad, because his dad was disbeliever and he died. But his mom, his mother, look how strong and courageous and intelligent her mother was, that she raised up such a child. That I feel like that is the best legacy, the best sadaqah. Obviously not only a mother but also a father, both parents, but for me especially a mother can leave to this world after she dies. Like all the, Anas ibn Malik radiwan was the one who narrated over 2,000 hadiths, right? But not only he gets good rewards from that, also his mother, the one who raised him up in a beautiful way, his mother also gets a lot of good deeds because he raised this kind of beautiful, amazing son. May peace be upon both of them. Her life is a powerful lesson of how to stand firm in faith despite challenges, the importance of marriage, the importance of wisdom in marriage and in family life. This one is important, you guys. The role of women in Islam beyond just household duties. See, please, I'm not trying to say that marriage is lame, okay? Those who marry, they are losers. No, not. You're doing the half of your faith. MashaAllah, tabarakallah. I'm so happy for you. But that is just not it. Life is not just that. You are not just that. Your only role is not just being a wife. That's not the most successful thing you can do. The most successful thing you can do is living for Allah, pleasing Allah. And Allah doesn't just get pleased when you live a whole life as a wife. How does He get pleased? When you are a true servant of Him. And to become a true servant, you don't have to just be a wife. No. See, these beautiful women are a perfect example for that. They were not only loving and supportive wives, life partners, but they were also self-improving. Like every single day they used to improve themselves. They used to gain knowledge. They used to look for ways to learn more about Islam, to learn more about Allah, to learn more about the Quran, about hadith. They used to spend almost every single day with Prophet Muhammad ﷺ to gain more knowledge, to self-improve so that they can end up in Jannah. So that's why, you guys, that's what I'm trying to say. Marriage is great, but please, what I noticed is I grew up in a very Asian, conservative Muslim household. And in my household, the best thing a woman can do was considered marrying. That was like the biggest success of a woman. And obviously living a life under the power of men. Like that was the biggest success of a woman, saying yes to whatever a man says. It doesn't matter if it's her husband or father or grandfather or uncle. And oh my God, this is such a deep topic. I'm not going to go deeper into this. But unfortunately, in the current Muslim society, especially the Muslims who live in the eastern side of the world, Asian Muslims, unfortunately, there's this mindset that a married woman is the most successful. Doesn't matter if she's not the best in her faith, not the best when it comes to finance, not the best when it comes to knowledge, but she's married, khalas, okay. No, she's the most successful. That's it. That's how our elders think. But if a woman who is great in her knowledge, in her education, who is great in her finance, she's independent, who is great in faith, has taqwa and strong iman and faith in Allah, but she is not married, and she's like, maybe 25, 30, 35, 40, khalas, our elders say, oh my God, she's not married? What? No one's gonna get her? Both are successful. Both are successful. Again, I'm gonna get into a harsh mode if I keep on going. So moving on to the next lesson we can get from Sulaim Radwan's life. True patience and reliance on Allah in times of hardship. For example, when she lost her child. Sulaim Radwanha was a woman of great wisdom, patience, and strength. She teaches us that true success lies in placing Islam above everything else. Honestly, that is the key. That is the ultimate success a woman can ever be in life. Not only women, just generally us, human beings, but especially women. Putting Islam, Allah, above anything in this life is true success, y'all. Whether in marriage, parenting, or personal struggles. Her life is a source of inspiration for Muslim women and men alike, showing that faith and courage go hand in hand. I love this. That is so true. Faith and courage, they go hand in hand. Because some people, they put their ultimate faith in Allah, which is great. But when it comes to courage, they cannot even make the first step. They go like, oh, Allah will make the first step for me. He will help me. But that person is sleeping all day, not doing anything, just praying 5 times a day and reading Quran. That's it. No working hard, no making the first step, no looking for his purpose, what he can do or she can do, obviously, both men and women. Okay, so my battery is low. I'm gonna cut this short and finish it, you guys. It was another beautiful tafakkur session. Honestly, I loved learning about Sulaim and another woman that I look up to at this point, you guys. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this tafakkur session and I hope it was beneficial for all of us. I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay safe, may Allah protect you, and ma'asalam. Bye.